Hello, my name is Yulia Ramalis, and I'll be telling you a little bit about the brachial plexus today, where the nerves are in anatomical position and what muscles they innervate. It all kind of begins to make sense when you see where they are in 3D space. So let's start with the trunks. The superior trunk consists of C5 and C6. The middle trunk is C7, and the inferior trunk is C8 and T1. Now, the trunks are going to start to divide, and they all have a posterior component. So the superior trunk, the middle trunk, and the inferior trunk are going to go posterior. The superior and middle trunk are going to become the lateral cord, and the inferior, just the inferior, that's C8 and T1, will become the medial cord here. So now that we talked about the roots, the trunks, divisions, and the cords, let's talk about the branches. That's where it gets really interesting. So C5 is going to give a branch to the dorsal scapular nerve. The dorsal scapular nerve innervates the levator scapulae and the rhomboids. Then C5 and C6 are going to give the suprascapular nerve. The suprascapular nerve is going to innervate the supraspinatus and infraspinatus. C5, C6, C7 are going to give you the long thoracic nerve. So that's the superior trunk and the middle trunk give you the long thoracic nerve, which innervates the serratus anterior. The middle trunk is going to come medially and give you the medial cord. The medial cord has branches. They all have the word medial in them. So the medial pectoral is going to innervate the pec major and the pec minor. The medial brachial cutaneous is going to be sensory of the arm. The medial antebrachial cutaneous is going to be the sensory of the forearm. Now, the terminal branch of the medial cord is the ulnar. The ulnar is responsible for flexing of the pinky and half of the ring finger. So now that we spoke about the medial cord, let's talk about the lateral cord. The lateral cord gives the lateral pectoral branch. Lateral pectoral innervates the pec major only. Now the lateral cord ends in the musculocutaneous nerve. The musculocutaneous nerve innervates all of the flexors of the arm. So that's the brachialis, the coracobrachialis, and the biceps brachii. Now that we're done with that, let's talk a little bit about the posterior branches. The posterior branches, I'm not really drawing them in anatomical position because I cannot draw underneath my scapula. So the upper subscapular goes to the subscapularis, and the lower subscapular goes to the subscapularis and the teres major. The thoracodorsal nerve goes to the latissimus dorsi. And the posterior cord goes all the way around and gives you the auxiliary, which innervates the deltoids and the teres minor, and the radial, which innervates all of the extensors of the arm and the forearm, such as the triceps brachii. I hope this helped.